I'm just making a little video here of how frustrating it is for YouTubers to try and get all the equipment and get everything up and running for these videos. I'm not in control really of what you see because I'm just using this 4K camera at the moment. This is a DJI Osmo 1. I think we're up to Osmo 4, maybe 3 or 4 at the moment. So this is quite an old camera. I've had it for over a year. But I don't use it as much as I should because this records to an SD card. Then you have to load it into your computer and edit with it that way. And because this is 4K 60 frames per second, my old, not my new, which is why I can do it now, but my old graphics card couldn't handle it. And that's also the reason why why I'm filming just using this camera today. Quite simply because, well, I'll turn it around, but I don't know what you can see. But my setup is slightly dismantled at the moment, and I'll explain why in a second. That's why I haven't done any videos over the last couple of days. Basically, I had a new graphics card fitted because I'm fed up of not being able to see the footage that I make in 4K. The graphics card I've had only went up to 1080p, even though it's a fairly new machine. The old machine I had 2 years ago, that did 4K, no problem. But my goodness, over the last 18 months, have I struggled to try and get 4K footage in the workshop. Obviously, I can upload in 4K, but it'd be nice to have it in the workshop again. So I went to see a computer guy who gave me a new computer, but that didn't go up to 4K. Then I went to see another computer guy who gave me, or sold me, a graphics card. And even though this was a top-of-the-range great graphics card, still not 4K. But he said it was because the leads I was using. I don't delve into computers, to be honest with you. I've been using passive leads, apparently, and I need active leads. And I'm going to show you the active leads, just in case you know a bit about computers. Obviously, that's the HDMI out. There is a female HDMI, a HDMI socket. I hope you can see that. The problem is I'm working on the back of such a small monitor, I can't see very much, but I think you should be able to see that. Hopefully it's in focus. And is that a micro HDMI? I thought it was, but the computer guy said no, it's just a computer port. Okay. So, female HDMI to, I'm going to call that micro HDMI, but please tell me in the comments what it is. And please tell me where I can get these leads from, because I've got 4 of them. My graphics card has 4 outputs, so I can have 4 independent monitors if I want. I only really want 2 side by side, but if I wanted 4, I can do. I have got 4 leads here. The other leads I've been using, very similar to this, but white, they were passive HDMI leads. These are active and apparently will boost it up to 4K correctly. So I've been told. And one of the other leads failed on me in the week. They were very temperamental. Sometimes they'd work and sometimes they wouldn't. I don't have much faith in this giving me 4K picture on my 4K screens over there. But we're going to give it a go. So I'm going to plug these in. I shall boot the computer up and test. My goodness, I think I've got it. We've got that now displaying in 4K, and we've got that one now displaying in 4K. Hooray! I know this means absolutely nothing to you, but this is a big deal for me because it's taken 18 months and several computer guys to... I don't know, maybe nobody displays in 4K. Maybe it's a big thing, but it's 2025 for heaven's sake. And I'm recording 4K videos and I want to be able to see. And I want to be able to see the difference. And the next part to this exciting episode is what's in this box. Because even though this camera is a 4K camera that I'm filming on right now, the one that you can see, what I should do is swap to my normal standard top camera. Which is there. So this is the 4K camera I've been using. It's okay, it's all right. but I much prefer my DJI Insta that I've had for a couple of years for a 4K camera, which is the one you're looking at, which is one that's filming now. You're looking at this Depths Tech, but I've got the old industry standard 4K camera, which is the Logitech Brio. I've got a used one in this box, which I'm going to unpack and swap over with that. And I'm hoping then my mobile cam stuff will be a little bit different and a little bit better. Actually, first things first, I'm just going to do a bit of a tidy up. No, it wasn't a brand new camera. It's a used one, but it was only 50 quid. I thought these are still going for about £100, £120. I mean, they're bound to come down in price a little bit. So I want to test it live because is there a reason why it's 50 quid? Don't know if you can see, but it's being plugged in now. The PC seems to have recognised it. There's a tendency with some of these cameras. I don't know about the Brios. I'll just switch back to the screen so you can see what I'm trying to do. Okay, that didn't work very well. The system asked for a reboot, as I probably explained. So I went to reboot. Let me just change. So I went to reboot, and then this screen came back just snow. So I've had to wiggle a connection, and it's come back. I'm going to have to do that every bloody time. Wiggle the connection every time I switch on and off the machine. And then this side didn't recognise it as a computer and had to go in the settings until it was a computer again. Am I going to have to do that every time? Why can't I just switch on my PC like 90% of the people in the UK who have got two screens and a 4K setup and both TVs just come on? Why can't I do that? So it asked me to reboot because of the microphone, because of the new camera. So anyway, I'm going to switch to the new camera now, or at least set up the new camera. Right, now hopefully I can set it up again. Brio. It's not a 920. I haven't got a 920 connected. What's the USB camera? It can't be that. Okay, that's that. Alright, so my other cameras have not been disconnected. There's no other cameras in the scenes. That's my Insta. Sorry you can't see. I'm just looking at my setup here. I've got no other cameras. So it's not picking up the new Brio. Why is it not picking up the new Brio? See the hassle I go through? Shouldn't have to go through this. I've only got 2 cameras. One is the Insta, which is there, and I'm trying to install another one. But yet, it's not picking it up. Okay, sorry, I forgot to hit the record button. The Brio would not give me 4K, but then it just did. It needed to warm up, as my mum would say. So I've got the Insta and I've got the Brio. So that's the Insta. That should be in 4K. And then I've got this as the mobile camera. And that should be in 4K. I'm sure it is. I just need to tidy all the wires up. Okay. What a faff. What an absolute faff.